Sometimes we get real mathematical and scientific here at Crain and Company. And today, we've got an episode for you that we can't wait. We've been setting it up, thinking about it. Apparently, Cone put liquid paper on a bee and it died. But we decided that in honor of the NBA and the NBA playoffs, that we would do our version. We've all seen the crazy hot matrix, right?
Okay.
This is like a crazy to talent matrix. So we're using NBA players and we're going to plot them on how crazy they are and how talented they are. And that shows you how acceptable they are to your team.
Yes.
So they could be incredibly crazy, but if they're super duper talented, man, it may be worth it.
Yes.
All right. But then you have like Antonio Brown. I know that's an NFL example, but you have that type that's really talented, but it's also absolutely bananas.
And we did the NFL players.
Yeah, it's
Antonio Brown's
like
off the
Joker
charts.
walking around. So we have names in a hat
that
we are going to pull in. Make sure you subscribe, turn that notification bell on, and tell us in the comments, where would you plot some of these guys?
We have the different zones, obviously, and then this is a dual axis graph here with the vertical axis starts at 4. That's important to keep in mind because no NBA player is under a 4 crazy.
Exactly. If you don't know what vertical means, it's up and down.
There we go. Thank you. All right, now horizontal axis, which is
side to side.
There we go. Show it to him. Show it to him. That's 1 to 10 on their talent level. How about you pick a name out of here, Jake?
I was wondering why you had that in your hand.
Here we go. The first NBA player on the crazy talent matrix is, Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid. Interesting.
Okay, so when I'm looking at Joel, obviously he's a guy that's battled through injuries. You know, early in his career, remember he went to Kansas. We know how talented he was. I mean, he's a giant, legitimately, that can shoot. He can handle. He's got a really, really deep bag, and he plays defense, too.
Yeah.
A guy that's in the MVP running almost every year. It seems like it's him or Jokic either way. So I don't think he is super crazy. There's been some things he said that people don't like, but I'm going to go ahead and put him as a player, David, at the talent level. I've got to put him in the wife zone, as crazy as that is. I got to put him as a 9 talent. And crazy, I'm going to go 5.
I think so too. What do you think, Blake?
I'm putting him in the unicorn.
Unicorn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, where would you play Jokic?
That's like Hall of Fame. I might own a franchise one day.
For sure.
Okay.
I mean, the really only time Joel gets in trouble is what? On the court.
Yeah.
Right? Look, and I'm all for it.
And it's injuries.
I'd rather you be talking than getting talked to. I'd rather you be talking to people.
Yeah. So just like the 76ers organization, they wifed up Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
And that's smart. So if I'm head of that, we're going to wife him up too.
I agree. He's kind of right there on that line, man. You don't hear much drama from him.
No.
I didn't know if we'd get any unicorns out of the hat, but I like that we start off with Joel Embiid.
A lot of
is it me, sir?
Grab one out of there, buddy.
Don't mind if I do.
Grab you an Etch-a-Sketch, though.
See who we got there.
Ooh. Cyborg. It's Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard.
The way Kawhi Leonard laughs, he has to be at least, at least a 6 or 7 crazy. He laughs like a
Now, are we
robot.
going talent level right now, or
Let's go.
prime?
Let's go crazy first and then talent.
All right.
Let's go. I'll let you pick this one.
What do you think?
2. On the crazy scale, it's Kawhi Leonard. 1, he doesn't talk.
Well, we said it. You got to be at least a 4, like to be in the NBA.
Because if you go under that,
I don't know. Look, I mean, go through Kawhi's career. What's one thing Kawhi's done wrong?
What happened at the Spurs? Was that the Spurs' fault when he wanted out of the Spurs?
Yeah, I blame
Look, if you're blaming it on Popovich, I can get behind that.
Yeah,
I blame it on Pop.
Look, we're not saying crazy that Kawhi Leonard's going to start, smushing peanut butter all over himself during the middle of a game. But like the dude's like a recluse.
Yeah.
Like he didn't come out saying there's a little bit of crazy in that, right? Yeah. You know what they say? There's like 2 types of angry people. You know, the person that's screaming at the cash register about not taking their coupons. And then it's the person who's running the cash register that just internalizes and then explodes. I don't, there's a little bit of craziness in quietness, all right, and being quiet. I'll say, that's why I think you got to put him at a 5. The question is now with Kawhi, what's the talent?
How talented is he right now?
I mean, are we saying he's at 8? Are we still saying Kawhi? I mean,
I'd say Kawhi's an 8.
Kawhi was dominant when he's on.
I wouldn't put him anything under an 8.
Okay, so we're gonna put.
I mean, if it's me, I'm taking a knee.
You're taking a knee.
I'm taking.
Are we getting 2 wife zones?
Oh man, 2 wife zones on the first 2.
I mean,
did y'all put? Well, I put Joel as a unicorn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, look, I don't think you can argue against Kawhi Leonard.
We started with like the 2 least dramatic.
Don't worry,
it's only gonna get better.
It's gonna get better.
That means it's only gonna get better.
All right,
where's Brian
hold
Scalabrine?
Yeah, where's that when you need it? All right, here we go. I'm gonna pick one here. Jokic. Jokic.
Look, I can go and tell you, unicorn. This guy, he's
Nikola Jokic. I mean, look.
Absolute unicorn.
I thought we were going to get all danger zones here.
No, well, they're coming. This has been top
heavy. This guy back-to-back MVP.
They just got to do
He is crazy.
Like, but he's a good kind of crazy.
Yeah, he's from Serbia.
He's not the, hey, I like to point out fans and get him kicked out of the game kind of
True,
crazy.
yeah.
He
That's
rides
just
horses
soft.
around and stuff.
Right? He doesn't like electronics. Like punches trees over. But he's a unicorn. If Joel's a unicorn,
then
Jokic is
for
a unicorn.
sure.
He is kind of there's always like, hey, I might have to go home and take care of some serious stuff.
Yeah,
I may have to go home and end a war type stuff before I come back.
Yeah.
But again, that's kind of stuff I want.
Yeah, have you seen his whole family too?
Where are you going?
I would plot him very similarly to Joel Embiid, right? I mean, they're in the running for MVP right now. They're in the running together almost every year. They're both kind of quiet. They don't talk a lot. How far apart are they on the graph?
I think they're right next to each other. I think they're about as far apart as they are in the MVP race.
Yeah.
I think, again, right there on that line of unicorn and wife zone.
I hope the Nuggets win one for Jokic, man. All right, let me get somebody nuts in here. All right, here we go. And the answer is, here we go. Kevin Durant.
Finally.
Hurricane Durant.
Here we go.
Everywhere he goes. Can't wait till he got hurt in warm-ups for the Suns. Here's what I've got. We know KD's talented. All right. I'm gonna give him a 9 on the talent scale. Because KD's a walking bucket. Straight Jafar out of Aladdin. Not only is he kidnapping the princess, he's gonna drop 40 on you too. But he also causes so many problems in the locker room. He's crazy, man. I'm going to give him an 8. He's in the danger zone.
In the danger zone?
He's in because he's going to ruin your team. It's just a matter if you're going to win a couple championships before that, like with the Warriors. The Warriors were smart enough to get him out. They kept Draymond Green over Kevin Durant. Never forget that. Draymond Green's not exactly sane.
So you have him crazy. You have him 8 crazy.
Yes.
And you have him what talent? 9?
At the 9. You see where the danger zone apex is the date zone right there? You see the 9 on the bottom?
Yeah.
On the talent? Or excuse me, I got the 8 on the bottom.
Date zone.
On the talent? Yeah, so let's make him an 8 because I've got to put him in the danger zone, man. Which you could even have him as a 9 in the danger zone technically. But think about it, David. He's a really good player, but he's ruined
I get it.
There's a wake of carnage behind him. Because guess what? Here's Kevin Durant. He's a front runner. When it's going good, he's a great teammate. I love it here. I love my team. I'm living my dream like Shaq and Kareem. But when it goes bad, he's going to throw everybody under the bus, and it's never his fault. Kevin Durant is about Kevin Durant. And I get it, man. I'm a businessman, not a businessman. I get it. But you're also ruining the business of some organizations you've been in.
So I agree with
let me change that. All of them.
Okay, I agree with the 9 talent. My eyes, I would probably have gone with more like a 7.5 crazy for Kevin
Durant.
Durant.
Fun zone?
Except for the fact that the Golden State Warriors put up with all of Draymond Green shenanigans, and yet they had to run Kevin Durant out.
Draymond
that
Green
means you got some crazy in you.
Practice, dog.
And he's still on the team.
He's still on the team.
And Kevin Durant's not. So you're up there. You're up there on that danger zone, that crazy talent line, Blaine, to me.
Oh, man. Look.
He's good. Nobody's denying he's good.
Look, I'd date him, to be honest.
You would?
I'd date him.
You look right in the camera and say that?
Yeah, I'd date him. I like, it's one of those dates, like, you're not marrying him. You just don't want to be alone, right? You just don't want to be alone. I date him. He dates every team he goes to.
You just don't want to be alone?
He's there for like 6 months, right? And then leaves, right? So it's a good luck Chuck scenario.
It's a good luck Chuck situation?
It is a good luck Chuck scenario.
Why don't you pick us out a winner there, Bobby?
Come on.
And they're nice deep like.
Oh, God. Speaking of Kevin Durant, what's the closest thing to him?
Kyrie
Irving.
And they were together at the Nets.
Goodness. And Ben Simmons.
Yeah, that's basically the sequel to...
Wow.
That was the sequel to Shutter Island.
Why didn't they win?
Yeah, it was basically The View, but dumber.
Oh, God. That's a low blow.
That's
a low blow.
Where are you going, Kyrie, Blaine?
Talent level? I'm going 9. I think Kyrie's one of the best point guards to ever do it.
Man's got more handles than a jungle gym.
Dude, like, but he's insane. I'm in the danger zone. I'm not dating Kyrie. Like, Kyrie's the one you come back out, your tires are slashed and your car's keyed.
Yeah.
Like, that's what Kyrie is. So it's a one-time hookup with me, but he's in the talent-wise, he's got to be there. But danger zone for sure.
Yeah, so you date KD and you just have a one-time hookup with Kyrie.
Yeah, because KD's 6'10".
Yeah, I like that.
Right.
I like the 9
I
talent.
feel better in picture.
But then at least a full point higher. At least a full point higher on the crazy thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Kyrie is we're talking flat Earth conspiracy.
So what are we saying, Kyrie? Are we saying no?
We're talking about redhead strippers and girls
10.
named Tiffany.
Is this not 10?
Yeah.
It doesn't
Redhead
get any
strippers
crazier
and
than
girls
Kyrie.
named Tiffany.
Yeah.
And guys named Kyrie.
That's exactly right.
think
And Katie and Kyrie on the same team. Oh my God, I couldn't do it.
All right.
Here we go. We're getting into some crazy ones now.
All right, next one. Anthony Davis. There's not a hurt axis. So,
Man,
we have to take that into consideration, though.
I'm going to say right now with Anthony Davis, I'm going to put him as a 6 talent. And some people be like, oh my God. I'm an availability guy. All right, your best ability is availability. All right, Anthony Davis, every time I wipe my eyes, he looks more like Greg Oden. All right, and Zion Williamson. All right, who's actually going to be the new Anthony Davis / Greg Oden. But it's in the fun zone. You know, when it's going good, it's fun. You won the only championship for Calipari that he's going to win at Kentucky, even though he's got more talent than the Victoria's Secret model show or whatever. But when it comes down to Anthony Davis and his game right now and his availability, I've got to put him as a 6. All right, and crazy, I mean, I'll put him out. I'll go 6 and 5. I don't think Anthony Davis is crazy. I think he's a little lazy.
So mid.
That's
kind of the mid zone.
Well, to be that big and what we thought
good.
you were going to be.
Yeah. Nice.
They did win a championship. Like I will say that.
Blaine?
It's hard for me to put Anthony Davis as a 6 talent level. I'm going to go 8 on the talent level. Look, it's the fun zone. It's a fun zone type of thing to me.
But you're a little further right in the fun zone than
right. So I'm in that little right corner, right there, top right. I mean, look, it's
You're
fun.
thinking about dating?
It's always fun. Yeah, we're talking, right? That's what we're doing. We're talking right now, really feeling things out. It's just, are you available? But, you know, what do I get that text back in the next 5 minutes? Or am I waiting 2.5 hours for you to text me back?
So how about Anthony Davis in college?
Oh,
that scale.
Unicorn?
10 and 4. All he did was show up and kick your ass.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right, here we go. Oh, I'm so glad I got this one.
LBJ?
Say LeBron.
The biggest crybaby of them all. LeBron James.
10
James. 10 talent, I'm going to say it. 10 talent, 9 crazy.
9 crazy? There's no graph that can hold this guy.
Yeah,
12 crazy. He has a special little box.
I've got him 9 crazy because I actually think LeBron knows some of the stuff he says is nuts. I mean, pretends he reads books and he's on page 1.
Exactly.
Okay.
Off the chart.
I think he knows.
Get him off that chart.
I'm not a huge LeBron fan off the court. I think he's an incredible basketball player, one of the greatest of all time, actually the second greatest of all time, in my opinion. So from a talent standpoint, then the crazy, I mean, look, I'm in the unicorn. I deal with it. To have LeBron, I think about it from a coaching standpoint. All right, the hardest thing about LeBron is managing his ego. And I'm talking about good LeBron. We can talk about old LeBron now. Maybe you can knock it down to 9.5, something like that, because he does have a lot of miles on the tires. But LeBron is always doing, he wore a dress the other day. Outside. He looked like he was in that movie with The Rock where he's like
sounds stable.
The Tooth Fairy or whatever. And then, you know, he says all this terrible stuff about America, and he makes all his money from a place that has slave labor in China. Really makes a lot of sense.
Hey,
way to
don't
really
point that
stand
out.
up.
Don't point that stuff out.
But
Yeah.
every NBA player does.
Huh?
Every NBA player does.
Yeah, but I mean, not to the level of LeBron James.
Yeah,
They don't
because
know-
LeBron
they don't know how to
James
reach
is
that
made-
level.
I don't
They don't
know
all
who's
come
made
out
more
saying
money
how much
from
they hate
China,
America.
LeBron James or Joe Biden.
He's a unicorn. That's what he is. All right.
You
LeBron.
can't just pick a zone.
LeBron.
You have
Yeah, you
to
gotta
play
pick-
by the
that's
plot
not how
points.
the graphs
Yeah,
work.
I'm playing by the
cra-
plot points.
how
He's
crazy
a
is he?
unicorn.
How
So you're
crazy
saying
is he?
he's a 5 crazy?
Yeah. Maybe
I don't know. Yeah, I don't trust
Maybe a
that,
3
yeah.
crazy. All right. I want that on the court. I want a
PJ,
coach on the court.
when you make the graph
I want
on this,
accountability
Can
on
you
the
put a
court.
little
That's what I
LeBron
want.
James area up
Look,
there that's just
He's
off
almost
his own
40,
zone?
and he's averaging 30 a game. All right. He's a mentor to these
I said he
guys
was
on
a
the court.
10, man.
A mentor.
He's a unicorn.
Some mentor.
He's a
All
unicorn.
All right, here.
The best to ever
Like
do it.
mental.
Just keeps getting further away every time I read.
Oh, you keep
please,
saying LeBron.
please don't remake any Michael Jordan movies again. Thank you.
Okay, I really thought this said The Young, but it says Trey Young.
Trey Young. Trey Young. All right, this is a good one here. Trey Young's not that crazy to me.
No, Ice Trey, I'm going to say give me a 7 on the talent.
Okay, I was going to say 7.5.
7 on the talent, and give me a 5. Give me a 5 on the crazy. You got to be a little nuts to be short out there balling like that. We said the minimum is 4 craziness to be in the NBA. So give me a 5. I mean, let's put him in the fun zone.
7.5 and a 4.5.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put him all the way to the 8 where we're flirting with wifed up, or even the date zone. It's in the fun zone. Would have rather had Luka.
Yeah.
Then you hear now the Hawks are talking about trading them.
Really?
You know, they're saying maybe that they'll listen, which means they'll listen.
Again, an important point that the Crazy Hot Matrix guy pointed out is you're just collecting data. At any time, anywhere, at any time, someone can disappear from that zone and reappear in another zone based off their talent or their behavior.
It's a snapshot.
So look, Trey Young has a long way to go, but right now I say 7.5 and 4.5.
Yeah.
7.5 and 4.5. So you're in the fun zone.
I'm in the fun
Look,
zone.
we're having fun.
Look, I'm wifing Trey up.
You're wifing him up?
Wifing Trey. What? Elite point guard. Top 5 probably point guard in the league right now. One of the best three-point shooters in the league right now. And has had a little trouble off the court and on. I mean, I can somewhat getting into other guys' grills and stuff like that. Had some female problems off the court. Kind of maybe another NBA player and him both hooking up with the same chick. I don't know if y'all read.
Oh, we're counting all that kind of stuff. Then we gotta change the whole.
Oh, are we not counting?
Yeah, we gotta change the whole.
I don't know. Where do we put Sean Kemp?
Yeah. Well, look, Trey. Hey,
he's got more kids than Adam.
Come home.
Come home. All right.
Come home, Trey.
Last one here. Chris Paul.
CP3. Hell of a career. Hope he wins one. I like Chris Paul.
I like Chris Paul.
I think he's a good actor.
I don't.
Why?
I like Chris
Why do you
Paul.
not like
Something about him. I just don't like.
Something.
You just don't like the State Farm commercials?
He's fake. No, I don't like the State Farm commercials. I miss old boy with khakis.
Well,
Jake?
his name was Jake. We don't talk about that.
That's who I miss. But wasn't he and Chris in some scandal lately?
With Kim Kardashian?
Yeah.
Kanye said.
Why do you think he had
Kim K?
Why, I'm talking.
Man,
Jay?
you want to talk about crazy? You want to talk about a crazy matrix? I mean, Kanye. This thing wouldn't even hold Kanye. So who knows what the truth
Like I
is?
said, I'm talking Kim K. I'm talking CP3.
Yeah. What about John Morant?
Ooh.
John Morant.
What about Ja? Where do you put Ja in this group?
A year ago, a lot different than I would have a year or two ago.
Yeah.
I'm going to put Ja. I'm going to go ahead right now
He's in
because
the-
I mean,
he's in the
he's
danger
acting
zone.
like Papa Doc from Cranbrook.
He's in the
I'm going to
danger
put him
zone.
as a 9 right now. Crazy. You got problems.
Yeah, he does.
You got problems, and hopefully you have the people around it because I want a good John Morant because he's one of the most talented. He's 10 talent to me. John Morant's 10 talent. When John, what?
Certainly
You're
not.
going to marry. Hold on.
9 and
You're
9
going to
for
marry
sure.
Trey Young, which means he's either an 8, a 9, or a 10. And you're going to look at me crazy for saying John Morant is a 10?
So talent, okay, I guess I was reading this wrong. Wife zone. All right. I thought that was like the.
That's 8, 9, or 10
You
talent.
could be that could
And
be
that's
8.
5,
I
6,
put
or
Trey
7.
at 8. I put Ja at 9. I don't think he's a
Ja's
10.
I think Ja's going to be.
Didn't you have Joel Embiid at 9?
Huh?
Yeah, you said
Yeah,
Joel.
I take John Morant over Joel Embiid.
No, not me. Nope. Not me. I want a big who can rebound, play defense, and shoot threes, shoot the mid-range. Ja, from a three-point standpoint,
He's been better.
it's not that good.
Shoot, let's
that
not.
good.
Okay, so let's not act like John Morant sucks. John Morant can go get a bucket anytime he wants.
Instead of 9 talent. I don't think that's me acting like he sucks.
No, but you're saying he can't shoot the 3 well. He doesn't do this well. But
I'm saying he's not better than Joel Embiid.
I don't know, man. This 2 totally different positions. It's hard to compare, but I'll take Ja. I
got him up there in the KD range right there, 9 and 9. But again, we've talked about this before. Not only off the court can John Morant get his stuff together, in which case he would change.
Right now he's
points
danger
here,
zone.
but also like he's an explosive sky guy. What if that changed? What if it's
Anthony Edwards?
What if it's a Derrick Rose situation
Yeah.
with him? You know,
But Derrick Rose was actually physical injuries. Like
that's what I'm saying. What if his style of play leads to that? Is what I mean.
I think we'd already seen it a little bit. Like we've already seen it with Zion, right?
True. Zion came in with some of that, though.
Yeah, I think
true,
Zion's
Zion's a
different
different
because
body
Zion's
type.
jumping like that, and he's also huge.
That's exactly right. But again, okay, that's fine. Give me the guy who's not going to get hurt. Like if you're going to be jumping like that, I don't need you jumping like that and getting hurt.
For sure. But the thing about Derrick Rose is, how long did Derrick really play until that?
He won the MVP.
Yeah, until that
I mean, he
ACL
was
happened.
incredible.
And Ja had a knee thing a couple weeks ago. That's what you're worried about with these guys. It's knees.
Well, who
Like, you gotta
doesn't
land.
have a knee thing at this point? Like,
Well, I think it's a lot easier to have a knee thing when you can jump through the roof.
well, I'm not arguing that. I don't know though. I feel like if you got bad genes, it's a lot easier to get a messed up knee than somebody who's just an alien. Like
I feel like it's almost like when we talk about scrambling quarterbacks in the NFL. Like some guys know how to fall right. Some guys know how to get tackled. Right.
some guys are Tua Tagovailoa.
Yeah, exactly. So like,
I don't
feel
know
like,
if Ja's Tua Tagovailoa. Though.
No, I think Ja more Lamar Jackson. right?
I like that. Kyler Murray-ish a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So how about Giannis? Where would you plot Giannis on here?
Oh man, I'm going unicorn.
Yeah.
Giannis to me is the unicorn that leads the other few unicorns.
Well, like I'd put Jokic right there with him. I'd
Really?
put Jokic right there with just from mindset and like I don't have to worry about Giannis when he goes home. I don't have to worry about Giannis being an ass to the fans.
Nope.
I don't have to worry about Giannis saying something crazy. What? Giannis is funny. Like he has fun in press conferences. Jokic doesn't even do press conferences. I've never seen Jokic in a press conference. I don't think he said a word.
Giannis and Jokic, and I hate to say it, but both those guys, they're foreign. They have a foreign mentality when they come over here. They respect America. They're appreciative to be here. So often it's the American guys who just
we're babies,
problems, man.
We're babies.
It makes me sad.
Yeah, we're babies. But how about this one? So I'm going unicorn. We all agree?
Unicorn of all unicorns.
On Giannis. What about Luka?
It's a good question.
I think this one's easy. It's definitely wiped up.
At least
wiped up. Luka to me is top 3 scorer in the league.
He's getting close to that unicorn range, but he's kind of been a little bit crazier recently.
Well,
right?
I blame Kyrie. Like, why? The same guy we put where? At the 10, at the highest level. You hit the hammer down, it goes all the way up to the top.
You're
That's
not
Kyrie.
crazy for that.
I think Kyrie's crazy. Like this. Say you're just a normal guy, chill guy, not dramatic. You meet a smoke show. You fall in love. She's nuts. All right? You get married. After 2 years, you think that same chill guy is still nice and chill? No, he's a little bit nuts now, too. Maybe he didn't put the napkins away like he was supposed to, or shut all the cupboards. Maybe he put the wrong detergent in, or forgot to turn on the dishwasher before he left, and she screamed at him and did other things. Now he's a little bit nuts. Now he's afraid to tie both his shoes at the same time. Now he's causing problems in the locker room.
I get it. Show me your friends. Show me your friends. I'll show you your future.
I blame Kyrie.
Luka does a lot of things extremely well when it comes to the offensive side of the ball in the NBA. Defense, he's terrible.
Well, it is the NBA.
He's terrible. He's terrible.
If you're gonna, how about this? If you're not gonna play, if you're gonna be horrible on defense, like in any of the major professional leagues, the NBA is the best league for you to do it. You can't get away with it anywhere else. In baseball, you'd be like, God, I can't catch this damn ground ball. You know, you're gone. That's not how it works. In football, you can't tackle somebody.
DH.
Yeah. Well,
DH.
that's the unicorn position. I mean, again, you basketball, if you want to not play defense, the NBA, at least the regular season, that's.
I want to put him at unicorn, but he's got to start playing defense before I put him.
Where's Ben Simmons on here?
Oh gosh, I would say in the no-go zone.
I'm going 4 talent, 10 crazy.
So way in the no-go zone.
Trash.
Stop.
Trash.
I would say 7 talent.
At what, rebounding?
He plays good defense. He's became a better scorer. He just can't shoot the 3.
I mean, look,
Can't shoot the 3.
Ben Simmons doesn't even play. Like he doesn't even play anymore.
Well, neither is Anthony Davis.
Well, Anthony Davis playing right now.
He's actually doubtful for the game.
Well, it's not totally out, but Ben Simmons has been gone the whole time. He was the ordeal. LSU fans don't even claim this man. You want to know how bad it is? They don't even claim him.
No, that is bad.
Like they don't even claim him. Ben Simmons is such a bust. I would rather have Richard Simmons than Ben Simmons. Yes, I can. Say it with me. Yes,
No.
I can. You know you have all those mini chocolates, and you just eat a couple, and all of a sudden you look at the whole bag's gone.
Stop it.
You need to stop doing that. Stop signing Ben Simmons. All right, tell us. Who did we get any wrong? Is there any players we missed? And what sport do you want us to do next with the crazy talent matrix using the graph from the hot crazy matrix? Make sure you subscribe, turn that notification bell on, hit that like button as well. We appreciate it.